Hey guys, I'm Greg. Welcome to Greg's Beer Reviews. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews today. Today's beer is from DuClaw. This is Hellrazer IPA. It says death-defying levels of New Zealand Motueka hops. Here on the side, we don't have anything as far as a date here. Now there may be something digitized. Here on the side it says, from first sweet sip to crisp dry finish, this IPA gets in your face with the exotic flavors and aromas of New Zealand, I guess it's Motueka, M-O-T-U-E-K-A, hops, yet maintains enough malt character to stay balanced but always ready to raise hell. Alright guys, that's what's on the bottle there. They're out of Abingdon, Maryland. This is an American IPA, and it's a strong. It's almost considered a double. It's a 7.50. Some of the brewers call that a single. Some of them call that a double. The beer is a year-round serving from these guys. So if you can get DuClaw, you should be able to get the Hellrazer, which is what this is. Food pairings for this beer, the cuisine is curried Thai cheeses of peppery, Monterey, pepper jack, sharp, blue. Even your more pungent cheeses like Gorgonzola and Limburger. The meat for this is poultry, fish, and shellfish, and salmon. The glassware is a pint, becker, a stein, a mug, sidel, about anything you want to pour it in. You could use a tulip glass, oversized wine glass. A lot of times when I get to these bigger beers at 7, 7.5, I'll use the double glass, guys, because it enhances the aromas a little bit. But we're going to use a pint glass for this one today. And the beer will sell it. It's 7.5%, but you shouldn't since it's an IPA. You will lose some of the hoppiness over time. And with this being a hop I've never had before, I've never had any of the New Zealand Motueka hops. So I'm not familiar with it, don't know what to expect here other than what I've read. So guys, I don't think there's anything else we need to talk about. So let's get the cap off of this puppy. See what it's about. It's coming out of the bottle here. Look, there's a foam right at the top. It ain't running out, but it's right at the top. Got a bubble coming out. Alright guys, got it into the glass. It is a very amber colored, not quite to the red tip, but it's definitely a tangerine color there. Looks very good in the glass. Got quite a few bubbles streaming up from the bottom, not over carbonated. Didn't pour a super big head, it didn't pour it aggressive all the way. Didn't want a great big head, so let's get a nose on it guys. Looks good in the glass. Nice color. Not your typical IPA smell. It's got more, to me it's got more malty smell. I am getting a little floral, fruity smell there from the hops. It's not your typical piney or your smells very sweet though. Oh well, let's see what it tastes like. New Zealand hops. I don't know about that. I don't think I've ever had any. Cheers. Well, that's different. Kind of fruity. It's very light for a 7.5% beer. I'm not giving that alcohol at all. Definitely on the sweeter side. Very pleasant. I like this. I didn't know what to expect with those hops. I've never had the Motica. I guess that's how it's pronounced. I'm probably butchering that up too, guys. Kind of a spicy herbal taste. Very, very nice. I like it. Very pleasant, guys. Straight out of the fridge. This is not going to last long. This is pretty damn tasty. Either that or I'm kind of thirsty today. Got some smoker going out. We've been doing some smoking today. So, got a pork butt. We're going to make barbecue out and a beer can chicken out there. And some sweet potatoes she's going to make casserole out of. And got corn on the cob. They're already in the husk. But we're talking about beer. Beer go good with all that stuff. We're going to jerk all that stuff out of the smoker. It's been in there all day shortly. So, enough of that. We're going to come back in a minute. We're going to see what this beer gets on the grade, guys. Stick around. Be right back. Alright, guys. Thanks for sticking around. Got just a little left here. It's pretty tasty. On the sweet side, the hops are very different than a normal IPA. If you're expecting a piney West Coast style, this is not it. This is definitely not it. This hop reminds me more of a European style, like a Saaz or something like that, or maybe a Belgian style hops, where you're going to have something other than the big kind of more of a banana-y, grapefruity, tropical fruit taste than you are the American style of the hop bombs, which are just piney and super citrusy and all that. So guys, found a chug. I enjoyed this beer, and my other half did too. She enjoyed this. I've read a lot of negative feedback from Beer Advocate and Rate Beer on these, that the people that are expecting a typical IPA, and this is not, because of the hops that they've used. And I'm not even sure that they've not used that Belgian yeast on this. I didn't go to the website and research it a whole lot. A lot of times I just don't have time for that, guys. But this tastes extremely different than your normal IPA. And with 7.5, I've read that some guys thought it was boozy. I did not think this was boozy at all. So I think it's definitely an above average beer, guys, and that's the way I'm going to grade it. Let me look see if there's a date. There was nothing on the label. That doesn't mean there's nothing digitized on the bottle somewhere, but to me it's almost into the A category, guys, if it had a date on the bottle. And I do not see anything on the bottle, and that's going to cost them a grade point today. Nothing on there, and this is an IPA, so I found that kind of critical for them to that. Even though it's a 7.5% beer, guys, we need to have that. So instead of being an A-, it's going to be a B+. It's a 7 on the scale, B+ beer. It's an above average beer, and like I said, I would give it to A to A- if it would have had a date on the label or something distinguishable on the bottle somewhere above the label, and nothing on the bottom of the bottle and all that kind of crap where you can't even read it. I'm not a big fan of the black digitized writing on these brown bottles, guys. It's just too hard to see with the beer in it. Great Beer has this at 84 overall and 56 in the style, and Beer Advocate comes up with an 84, and which is in the B category. Without a date, I agree, it is a B beer, above average. So if you see this, pick it up, give it a try. I enjoyed it. Most of the DuClaw beers have been pretty tasty. This one was not quite an A beer because it didn't have the date to me, guys. So that's where I'm going to leave it. If you see it, pick it up, give it a try. Let me know what you think of it. If you've had it, let me know what you think of it. As always, hit that like button, rate, comment, subscribe, and let's look in the freezer more. See everybody then.